Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to our Vinyasa 1 a la Tuesday afternoon. Yeah, my name is Becca, and we got a little Vinyasa class. Last week, if you tuned in, I was a little less able than usual to stand or walk or put weight on my ankle because I twisted my ankle. So today we're going to be doing a class that's kind of about building and maintaining stabilizing muscles in the legs, so that when we do injure our ankles, as I did, we can get back to using them and engaging the muscles we need to engage to make sure they stay strong, even as we're still trying to keep them rested, keep them happy and healthy. So yeah, that's what we've got going on. Today we're at on the porch. I'm making some sun tea to try and increase my pastoral aesthetic in the center of urban Austin. So that's where that is. I actually already made a batch and it turned out awful. It tasted like water. So I added a bunch of tea bags. So hopefully after class, after brewing, like 10 times the amount of time it says it needs to, it'll actually taste like tea. That's my goal. And that's my only goal. Okay, cool. Let's get started. So today, grab a strap of some kind. If you don't have a strap, grab a necktie, grab like a scarf, anything like that. Awesome. Cool. All right. So once you've got your strappy thing handy, go ahead and lay back down on your mat. Supta Baddha Konasana might be the way to go today. Soles of the feet together, knees out. Just being kind to the low back. You know I love this posture. We will be getting into the hips today, so it'll be nice to kind of start off with a little bit of a hip opener here. Nice big deep breaths. Beautiful. Give yourself another couple breaths here. Make sure they're big and deep. Letting go of whatever you can. If you feel anything holding, tensing, see if you can let it be heavier, softer. Beautiful. So stay here as long as you need. You can meet up with us whenever you're ready. If you do want to start finding movement now, we're going to slowly draw our knees to touch at center as we walk our feet out to the width of our mat. So getting a nice broadness in the low back. And then we'll hug our knees in towards our chest or to rock left and right, massaging the low back. Awesome. Oh, the low back needs it today, man. Woo. Beautiful. All right. So from here, you'll go ahead and grab your strap, whatever that looks like for you. We're going to wrap it under the soles of the feet and extend our legs up towards the ceiling. Cool. So both feet are in right now. We want to start to stretch into the hamstrings a little bit. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and go into our right leg. So we'll keep our right foot in our strap. We'll let our left leg come long and heavy along the mat. So this is my twisted ankle. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start off class by feeling what's going on in my ankle. So holding onto my strap, I'm going to start to point my toes up towards the ceiling. I'm going to start to slowly draw the toes towards my face. And then I'm going to start to trace a circle with my foot. Yeah, and just noticing where I'm feeling any pain, restriction. Everything's feeling pretty good. Definitely I can tell my range of motion is smaller. My ankle's still pretty swollen, so there's no surprises there. I'm not particularly much of a detective. Cool. Nice. Awesome. Just working on pivoting. Yeah, awesome. Okay, cool. Those of us without a twisted ankle might just start to hug that strap in towards our chest. We can really stretch into the right hamstrings, maybe get into the calves. You'll notice if you continue pointing your toes or drawing them back towards your face, you'll be able to stretch different areas of that posterior chain of the right leg. See what's going on in those calves. See what's going on in the shins. Chances are there's quite a bit going on. It's a party. It's a party in your lower leg. Whoa. So if you're feeling it, maybe you get into your adductors here a little bit. Keeping that right foot in, put both ends of the strap in the right hand as we let the right leg come out to the right. So stretching the inner thigh. That might feel good. You might bend the left knee, plant the left foot on the mat, so you can let the weight of the left knee falling out to the side kind of add to this stretch here. Yeah, awesome, y'all. Loving it. Loving it. Awesome. And nice and slow, let's bring that right leg back up towards the ceiling. Cool. I'm going to let my left leg relax again. And I'm going to get into my IT band a little bit. I know this is going to be a little bit painful, so I'm going to go in slow. Keeping my right hip grounded just the way it is. Both ends of the strap are now in my left hand. I'm going to start to cross my right leg across towards the left until I feel a stretch outside of my right thigh. Chances are I don't have to go very far. Yeah, I need to go about right here. That's where I feel it. It's where it feels productive. Nice. So because of my ankle, I want to keep working into that flexibility. I want to stretch the peroneals, those muscles that are on the outside of your lower leg. So I'll pivot so that the pinky edge of my right foot goes up towards the ceiling. Yeah. Woo-hoo. Beautiful. Let's give another breath. And then when we're ready, we'll bring that right leg back up to center. Awesome. All right, let's swap it out. Left leg comes in, right leg comes out. So same thing, maybe check in with the ankle. My guess is that my left ankle is going to be pretty stiff. It's done a lot of compensating over the last week. So we want to give it some nice, good, deep stretches. Because I'm just working under the assumption that everyone twisted their right ankle last Tuesday. I think that's how it works. Awesome. Interesting. Cool. And then when you're ready, start to hug in so we can really stretch the back of that left leg, get into those hamstrings, get into those calves. I'm going to keep rotating my foot around, putting it up, drawing it back. Listening to airplanes has got me daydreaming a lot about what my next international trip is going to be. All right, let's go ahead and get into the adductors. Let that left leg come out to the left. So I've been thinking about it, and I think, well, my plan is I'm planning to go to Spain with my dad next spring. But I think I'd also like to plan a trip where I go up to Germany, where I have not been yet, and then bop down to Switzerland, where I have not been yet, and then end in northern Italy, where I have some friends who just had a baby, or had a baby a while ago, but I haven't gotten to meet the baby. I think that would be a really nice trip. So if you've got any recommendations of anything in the entirety of Germany or Switzerland, please do let me know. Always crowdsourcing travel information, even when it's completely irrelevant as it is in our current environment. All right, let's bring that left leg back up to center. And we're going to get into that IT band that we did on the other side. So start to cross the left leg over towards the right. Keep that left hip rounded. Love it. My stretch starts about here. Yeah. Notice where you're feeling it. See if you can even touch where you feel this. See where along the leg you feel the tightness, where you feel restriction. Nice. If you want to bring it down the leg, go ahead and pivot so pinky edge of the foot is up towards the ceiling. Got it. Woo. Do another breath or two. And then we'll bring that leg back up to center. Awesome. All right, go ahead and release the strap off to the side. We'll head both knees into the chest, and then let's find happy baby. Shine the soles of both feet up towards the ceiling, holding on to pinky edges of the feet. I'm going to rock back and forth a little bit, getting into the hips. My legs already feel so much better than they did at the start of class, which is pretty dramatic, and which kind of proves how little stretching I've been doing since I twisted my ankle. So I should probably be a little more on top of that. Awesome. We'll hug the knees into the chest, start to rock north and south along the length of your spine. Eventually, we'll let that bring us all the way to tabletop position. All right, tabletop. Let's find our cat-cows, right? So we'll inhale, drop the belly, open the chest, and cow. Exhale, tip the tailbone down, arch the back, press the earth away, and cat. Inhale. Cow, lengthen that front body. Exhale, cat. Awesome, yo. Keep flowing in and out of this. Give yourself a few breaths. Making sure we're really paying attention to what's going on in the body before we get to moving a little quicker. Awesome. And after that last exhale, let's come back to a nice neutral spine tabletop. Awesome. From here, let's tuck the toes. Ooh, we'll take an inhale. Exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. First one of class. So as always, we're really open-minded for this first one. We're just bending one knee then the other, loosely trying to make that upside down letter V shape with the body. Awesome. All right, from here, inhale, look forward. Exhale, we'll shift forward into a high plank. See if you can draw the lower belly up towards the spine. Then lower the pelvis to be in line with the rest of the body. Oh. Take an inhale. Exhale, knees drop to the mat. And lower torso slowly, letting your elbows point directly back behind you. Draw your shoulder blades together back behind you. Glue the tops of the feet to the mat. Inhale, baby cobra. Gaze can stay down here to keep a nice neutral spine. Inhale, lift the chest a little higher. Exhale, float the chest down. Tuck the toes. Bring just the knees up off the mat. Imagine your body is one flat board. Take an inhale. Exhale, press the earth away, high plank. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome. Oh, okay. So this down dog, we want to pay a little bit more attention to alignment. Want to have some nice heavy heels. One day they might find the mat, maybe not today. slide our shoulder blades up towards our tailbone and melt our chest back towards the tops of our thighs. Yes. Okay, now let's spike the heels high, bend the knees deep. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, take teeny tiny pony hoop steps to the front of your mat. Lots of weight in your hands there. Woo, till we come to a forward fold here. So weight of the head hangs down between the arms. Nice. Inhale, come up halfway lift. Hands can come to the shins. Lengthen crown of the head forward. Hips reach back. Gentle bend in the knees here. Exhale, fold a little deeper with that lengthened spine. Root into the feet, take soft knees. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, palms come to heart center. Woo! Love it. We're standing. We're doing it. I don't have a hairband, so I'm just tying my hair in a knot as if it was a rope. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Draw the lower belly in. Exhale, dive forward. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms come to the earth. Step back into plank and hold for a breath. You're always welcome to drop your knees. Take an inhale. Exhale, shift forward on your tippy tiptoes. Lower halfway and pause. Chaturanga. Flip the toes. Inhale, peel the heart through and up. Upward facing dog. Just palms of the hands and tops of the feet on the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, pull the belly button towards the spine. Let that lift your hips up for downward facing dog. Oh man, it feels good to be down dog, y'all. It's very nice. All right, spike the heels, bend the knees. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to the front of your mat forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, palms come to heart center. 2 breaths. Belly button in. Micro bend in the knees. Feel. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Yes, y'all. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms come to the earth. Step or hop back into plank. Carry that exhale down to belly or chaturanga. Inhale, peel the heart through and up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Man, y'all, that little vinyasa flow is feeling so good on the ankle. Note to self, activity is helpful. That's just a YouTube negative knowledge for you. Be sure to credit me. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the front of your mat forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Arms reach up overhead. Keep them lifted. Exhale, sit back for chair pose. Yeah. So we're sitting our hips back as if to go back to that back edge of the mat. Our knees are tracking with our toes. So if our feet are together, our knees are together. If our feet are apart, our knees are apart. See if you can pull your rib cage out from your waist. Tuck the tailbone, but then sit deeper. Big inhale. Exhale, dive forward, straighten out the legs. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Tip your left toes to the back of the mat. We've got runner's lunge. We're on the ball of our left foot. Right knee is stacked over right ankle. Inhale, we're going to lift up. Woo. Crescent lunge. Yes. Yes. Nice strong bend in that right knee. Big inhale. Exhale, look down, palms come to the earth. Step right foot back to meet the left in plank. Take your optional flow or meet us in downward facing dog, right? Knowing we can skip what we need to. Knowing child's pose is always available to us. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, let's bring it forward, runner's lunge. Left knee stacks over left ankle to start. Inhale, lift up. Crescent lunge, man. Whew, feels good to lunge. Yes, inhale here. Exhale, look down, palms come to the earth. Step right foot forward to meet the left and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Take a deep bend in the knees, belly comes to thighs. Inhale for chair pose. Sit a little deeper. Take an inhale. Exhale, dive forward, inhale the legs forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right toes to the back of the mat. Runner's lunge to start. Then we're going to drop our back knee. Keep your right toes tucked under you. Inhale, lift up for a low lunge. Nice, so our right knee's on the mat. Right toes are on the mat. Left foot is on the mat. 3 points of contact. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Inhale, lift up, crescent. Exhale, drop down, low lunge. Inhale, up. Ooh, yeah. Exhale, drop. Stabilize back ankle. Inhale, up. Exhale, drop, stay low. Look down, palms come to the earth. Bring the right knee up off the mat. Step left foot back to meet the right in plank, flow. Or meet us in down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts up into the sky. Exhale, bring it forward. Runner's lunge to start. Drop that back knee. Keep the left toes tucked. Inhale, lift up. Crescent. Or low lunge, I'm sorry. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift to crescent. Exhale, drop to low. Inhale, lift to crescent. Exhale, drop left knee to low lunge. Inhale, lift to crescent. Last one, exhale, drop that left knee. Stay low. Tuck the left toes, bring left knee up off the mat. Step left foot forward to meet the right and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Deep bend in the knees. Belly comes to thighs. Inhale, chair pose. Yes, y'all. Sit a little deeper. Big inhale. Exhale, press the earth away. Come up to stand. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, palms come to heart center. Awesome. All right. Find your footing. Feel really strong in your legs. Maybe that means that micro bend comes back into the knees. Feel that lower belly come in. We got it. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms come to the earth. Step or hop back into the plank. Take an optional flow or meet us in down dog. Woo, y'all. Body's feeling it today. Inhale, right leg lift up into the sky, 3-legged dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, we're going to bring the right foot forward into our runner's lunge. Right knee stacked over right ankle. Then we'll inhale, lift up for crescent lunge. Just like we've been doing. Yeah, hips are squared forward. All right, so find a lot of strength in this front leg. We got a little bit of a balance thing here. When you're ready, slow on the inhale. We'll bring this left knee forward and up, one-legged Tadasana, one-legged mountain pose. Inhale. Exhale, carefully place the left toes at the back of the mat, crescent lunge. Inhale, left knee forward and up. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, left knee forward and up. Pause, keep breathing. Feel those stabilizing muscles on your standing leg really kick into gear here. We're going to challenge them a little bit. Nice and slow on this transition. We're going to start to press our left foot behind us as we work into Warrior 3. So crown of the head is starting to shine forward. We're aiming for a straight line from crown of the head to left heel. However high the left heel comes up off the mat, we'll try to keep our body in line with it, right? Maybe whoosh the arms behind you, maybe palms at heart center. All right, nice and strong, big inhale. Exhale, carefully put the left foot way back at the back of the mat. We're going to pivot to open to the long left side of our mat. Pivot on your heels so toes point out as best they can. Again, my range of motion for that right ankle is probably not quite there. Left heel, or your heels come in. Take an inhale, arms up. Exhale, sit into goddess pose. Inhale, arms up, straighten the legs. Exhale, goddess pose. Inhale, arms up, straighten the legs. Exhale, goddess pose and hold. I'm going to bring my palms to heart center for this. We're going to keep our legs nice and bent, but inhale like a halfway lift, and exhale, bring the hips down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bring them down. So we're just like pulsing up and down here. Yeah, engaging glutes, engaging adductors, abductors, and stabilizing. Try to keep the chest up. Nice long spine. And we'll keep going for 3, for 2, for 1. And inhale, straighten out the legs. We're going to pivot on the heels for the toes to come in just a smidge. Take an inhale here. Exhale, let's fold into our wide-legged forward fold. Whew. Awesome. Nice, y'all. So hopefully this is feeling pretty good on the hamstrings, on the low back, on the hips. Just kind of shifting hips side to side. Might help you find a nice productive stretch here. Awesome. Cool. How are we feeling? Yeah? Cool. Me too. All right, we're going to start to walk the hands towards our right foot. Runner's lunge at the front of the mat. Yeah. Cool. All right, nice and strong here. Let's inhale, lift up for crescent lunge. So this will look familiar when you're ready. Inhale, left knee comes forward and up. Ekapada Tadasana, one-legged mountain. And we'll bring it back. Crescent lunge. Inhale, left knee comes forward and up. And exhale, bring it back. Last one, inhale, left knee comes forward and up and pause. All right, now we're going to cross left ankle over right knee. We're going to start to sit back into one-legged chair pose. So our hips go back as we bend that right knee. Nice flex left ankle here. Woo! Oh man, y'all, this right ankle is doing her. She's trying her hardest and she's doing great. You're doing great. Inhale, nice and slow. Arms reach up, left knee comes forward. Exhale, bring the left toes back, crescent lunge. Look down, bring hands to the mat. Step right foot back to meet the left in plank. Take a flow or meet us in downward facing dog. Ooh, yeah. Good job, right ankle. Amazing, y'all. Okay, stretch what you need to stretch. Make sure you're ready to go. When you're ready, inhale, left leg lifts up into the sky. Exhale, we're bringing it forward for a runner's lunge. Inhale, let's lift her on up. Crescent lunge. Ooh, stretching into those right hip flexors. All right, firm into that strong left leg. When you're ready, inhale, right knee comes forward and up. Exhale, bring the right toes back. Got it? Cool. So inhale, you got that one-legged chair or one-legged mountain. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, let's do this one. Let's hold this one for a sec. So right knee's forward and up. Arms are reaching up. See if you can feel the belly button pull towards the spine. Awesome. Nice big inhale. Here's that transition, nice and slow. I'm going to bring my palms to heart center as I start to press my right foot back behind me to hang out in warrior 3 for a sec. So find any arm variation you're feeling like, maybe swooshed out back, swooshed out wide, reaching forward. See if you can get those right toes to all point down towards the mat. Yes, y'all. Big inhale. Woo. All right, carefully, let's bring that right knee slowly back forward and up, just for fun. Exhale, step it to the back and pivot. So toes point out, heels come in. Nice wide stance, facing the long right side of our mat. Yeah. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees, the elbows, goddess pose. Inhale up. Exhale, goddess. Inhale up. Exhale, goddess, and hold. Yes. Should we do that? Should we do the thing? Let's bring the palms to heart center. We're going to go just a half raise up and then sink the hips down. Half raise up, sink the hips down. Just pulsing up and down. Yeah, good job. We'll keep going for 3, for 2, for 1. Inhale, let's extend the legs, extend the arms up, pivot on the heels, toes will come in a little bit. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, start to fold, wide-legged forward fold. Yes, stretch the low back. Ugh. Try reaching back between the legs, tenting the palms up. Amazing. We're doing it, y'all. We really are. The hater said we couldn't. All right, let's start to walk our palms towards our left foot. We're back in our runner's lunge towards the front of our mat. All right, when you're ready, inhale, let's lift it on up. Crescent lunge. Again, this will look familiar. When you're ready, inhale, right knee forward and up. Exhale, bring it back, crescent. Inhale, right knee forward up. Exhale, bring it back for crescent. Last one, right knee forward and up and hold. And then we're going to cross right ankle over left knee. Sit back for Ekapada Utkatasana, one-legged chair pose. All right, let's lift the chest a little bit, Becca. Let's sit the hips a little lower, Becca. Nice flexed right ankle here. Yes. All right, nice and slow. Inhale, come up to stand. Right knee comes forward. Exhale, bring right toes to the back of the mat. Lift down, palms come to the earth. Step left foot back to meet the right in plank. Flow or meet us in down dog. Oh. Beautiful. Let's hang out in down dog for a sec, y'all. May she not go unappreciated. Unappreciated. That's a good one. So can we get those sit bones a little, or can we get the tailbone a little higher, I should say, towards the ceiling? Can you get your sit bones a little further back towards the wall or fence behind you? Can your heels be a little heavier? Can your chest melt a little bit more towards the tops of your thighs? It's moments like this that I really, really appreciate this high friction yoga mat, because I'm such a sweaty palmed person. Inhale, exhale, knees come to the mat, hips come to heels, child's pose. Love it. Okay, team. So we got a couple things here. From child's pose, let's lift up actually to tabletop for a sec. I'm going to pivot so y'all can see what I'm doing here. From tabletop, we're going to tuck our toes. Yeah. And then we're going to slowly start to walk our palms back as if to come to seated on our heels, but our body might stop us before we get there, and we should listen to our body if it tells us that. But the reason I like to do this is it stretches the bottoms of our feet. It also stretches out the ankles a little bit and helps us keep those stabilizing muscles in the leg. They're just so teeny tiny, right? Stabilizing isn't it's not labeled on an anatomical map of the body. Stabilizing is a descriptor of the muscles that keep us stable, particularly when we're balancing or when we're trying to come up with a different word for stabilize, but I think we all know what it means. So that's what those muscles do. So yeah, we want to make sure we're not only strengthening them by practicing our balance postures, but we want to stretch them. We want to stretch the areas of the legs, especially, that might be neglected. The bottoms of the feet is one of those places. Also, a trick for this stretch is to talk your way through it, because otherwise, for me, it's an all-consuming discomfort. So this is where I tend to prattle. So let's give it a couple more breaths. I'm going to try to take my shoulders away from my ears a little bit. Cool. Do I feel good? Feel ready? What do you think? Another couple breaths. Okay. Let's start to walk the palms forward. We'll untuck the toes, kind of tap the tops of the feet on the mat. Get things moving. Yeah. All right, cool. So now we're going to do hero's pose, which can be really, really lovely feeling. But let's see how all of our ankles deal with this. So to get into hero's pose, keep your knees kind of at hips distance apart in tabletop, but then kind of wing your feet out to the width of your mat. Cool. Slowly, let's start to sit our hips back between the heels. Awesome. Cool. All's well here. If your body very quickly said, no thank you, you can bring a block under your hips, see if that feels a little bit better, or you can do this guy one at a time. So you bring one leg forward like so, and keep one leg bent so that ankle or that heel is kind of right next to your hip. So see what feels good, see what feels good for you. If seated up is the way to go, then stay seated. That might be really nice. If you like to recline back, just kind of lift the hips up, tuck the tailbone, start to walk the palms back. You might start by coming onto forearms. Woo. And then maybe we come all the way onto our backs. Ideally, you're going somewhere that you can get out of without a spotter. So we're stretching our quads here. We're getting the tops of our feet a little bit. Yeah, wonderful. I think I used to sleep like this as a kid. Because it's a very comforting and like nice feeling spot for me. Or maybe this is just like what we did as kids. We just sat like this. Are we ready? If you lay back, let's start to work our way to our palms. We'll walk our way forward. Oh, once again, let's tap the tops of the feet on the mat. Flex those ankles around. Thank them for everything they've done for us. They've done a lot today, especially. Yeah, cool. All right, let's swing our legs out in front of us. Ooh, and relax back onto your back. Oh. Awesome, y'all. So in that reclined heroes pose, it was a little crunchy on the low back, right? We kind of like force that lumbar spine to arch up. So we want to try to alleviate any tension we might have built there by walking the soles of our feet in, walk your heels in towards your hips, draw the palms of your hands to the tops of your thighs, kind of shrug the shoulder blades a little taller, a little higher along the mat, and then press, press, press palms of the hands and the tops of the thighs. Get some traction there in the spine. I usually feel this there in the low back. All right, big inhale and exhale, release. Gently windshield wiper knees, left and right. Awesome. I think we need a good twist here. It's the feeling I'm getting. So let's go ahead and plant the left foot, cross right thigh over left thigh. We'll take an inhale, and on your exhale, let both knees fall to the left. Oh, right arm's gonna tee out to the right. Maybe turn your nose to point towards right fingertips. Get that twist all the way up the spine. Inhale, let's come up to center. Swap out the legs, right foot down, left thigh over right. On your exhale, both knees to the right. Oh, left arm out to the left. Turn nose to point towards left fingertips. Nice and slow. Let's bring the knees back to the center and cross the legs. Maybe a windshield wiper left and right for good measure, for posterity. And when you're ready, team, start to make your way into your ideal final resting pose of the class. Something kind to the legs. I think that legs at the wall might be the one for me. Might be one for you too. Get your hips as close to a wall as you can and swing the legs up. Oh, that is the ticket. Nice. Oh, this is great. This is a great view of like my toes and the tree and the sky and the tea. It looks like it would be on the cover of like an Avett Brothers album. Pastoral aesthetic, Avett Brothers aesthetic. It's really what we're going for here. Thank you so much for for taking the time out to listen to your body and your breath. I hope to see you soon in some capacity. Namaste. Awesome, y'all. I don't really want to move from this position, but I might get on with my day. But thank you so much for joining. If you have any questions, reach out. You can catch me on Instagram at Pride Wellness ATX. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your recommendations for that place called Germany. I'm not sure if anyone else has heard of it. Yeah, y'all. Recommendations on how to increase the pastoral aesthetic. Like, should we have a hay bale? Should we? I don't know. How easy is that to get? They're just like, any donations today are going to continue to go to Impact Lebanon, one of the nonprofits that's helping with all the recovery that's happening in Beirut after the explosion that happened a week ago. So yeah, if you donate to my Venmo, then that's where it's going. But you can also just donate directly to the organization. Cut out that middleman. You don't need her. Do y'all think that this tea batch is going to be better than the first one? Because it's been brewing for a while now. Maybe I'll get up. Hey, this is probably good for swollen ankles too. And by probably, I mean it is. It's the first thing in the rice recovery. It's the first letter. No, last letter? Yeah, first letter is not raise, it's rest. Rest, ice, something, and elevate. Let's see. Compress? Rest, ice, compress, and elevate? Is that right? Let me know. Ooh, okay. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Y'all are amazing. Love you.